everyone, and welcome to Windrider Farm. I'm here inside one of our greenhouses preparing some seed trays for starting seeds, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk to you about seed starting mixes. So in this video, I'll show you some of the mixes we've used successfully. I'll show you all of the ingredients they contain and the important differences in each of these mixes. The first mix I'd like to show you is this Pro Mix that's available at some large garden centers. Pro Mix is a product known for being commonly used by professional growers. Unfortunately, the large grower-sized bales are not available near me, so when I saw this small Pro Mix bale for home gardeners, I decided to give it a try. The one ingredient Pro Mix contains that's not commonly found in seed-starting mixes is mycorrhizal fungi. The price is reasonable for the size of the bale and the ingredients it contains. What I like about it is that it's multi-purpose, being good for starting seeds and also for potting up plants. So being dual-purpose was a great selling point. So was the fact that the 1 cubic foot bale expands to 2 cubic feet of mix. As you can see, this mix is mostly peat moss, and although the addition of mycorrhizal fungi is a great benefit, this mix contains no fertilizer. So before I use it for potting up plants, I'll add a bit of compost. That amended mix is what I use to pot up all of these flowers, and there's still a lot of Pro Mix left, so I consider this Pro Mix to be a good value for the price. So let's take a look at all of the ingredients in the Pro Mix and what function they perform. Also, let's look at the price of all those ingredients if you were to buy them individually. The Pro Mix is 80% peat moss, which is actually a pretty high percentage. Peat moss is used in seed starting mixes because it's sterile and retains water without becoming compacted. This bale of peat moss that I purchased at my local garden center is a Pro Mix product and cost $12.98. So if you purchased it to make your own mix by volume, you would already have most of the material. The next ingredient is coconut coir, which is used because of its ability to absorb water while still providing excellent drainage. Coconut coir is not acidic, so when it is used in seed starting mixes, there's no need to add lime. The next ingredient is perlite, and perlite is added to seed starting mixes because it improves aeration and drainage. It's also a common additive to most potting mixes. The next ingredient is lime, which is a pH adjuster, and which is commonly added to seed starting mixes and potting mixes that have a high percentage of peat moss. The ingredient that is added to Pro Mix and not commonly found in other seed starting mixes is mycorrhizal fungi. I had never used seed starting mixes that included it before, so I was very interested in trying it. My seedlings and plants did well in the Pro Mix, so I purchased a separate bag of mycos to use in my own mix. The next seed starting mix I'd like to show you is this Burpee Organic Seed Starting Mix. We have used this before and found it to be a very good seed starting mix option. Unlike the Pro Mix, the main ingredient in this mix is coconut coir. 95% of this mix is coconut coir, making it mostly coir, which is 5% of the mix perlite and fertilizer. The organic fertilizer is comprised of composted poultry manure, feather meal, and sulfate of potash. This bag is 12 quarts by volume and easily fills 3 72-cell seed starting trays. If you wanted to duplicate this mix, you would only need coconut coir, a bag of horticultural perlite, and any good organic fertilizer. A lot of folks like to use earthworm castings in their mixes. But if you would rather not add fertilizer to your seed starting mix, you can instead fertilize your young seedlings with any gentle diluted liquid fertilizer. The next seed starting mix is this Jiffy Organic Seed Starting Mix, which I have also used and found to be a good option. This mix is a combination of peat moss and coconut coir. Unlike the previous seed starting mixes I have shown you, this includes vermiculite. Like the Burpee seed starting mix, this bag is 12 quarts by volume and fills 3 72-cell trays. If you wanted to duplicate this mix, you would need only peat moss, a bag of organic coconut coir, lime, and a bag of fine-grade horticultural vermiculite. I hope you found the information in today's video helpful, and I hope it's given you all the information that you need to make an informed decision when buying seed starting mixes or to make your own seed starting mix.